A lost art is a cheese course. Not every wine goes with every cheese. Not every cheese goes with every wine. So sometimes people just don't do a cheese course anymore. Well, I love to start a meal with cheese. I love to end a meal with cheese. It just depends on what I'm serving in between and what the wines might be. So I've selected a few cheeses for you. A cow's milk cheese, a goat's milk cheese, and a sheep's milk cheese. So what's the difference and why do we choose specific wines? Well, sometimes it has to do with the body of the wine. Sometimes it has to do with the body and the milk of the cheese. So for a goat cheese, which is much more tangy, we're going to choose a different wine than we would choose for a cheddar, for example. So this particular one is a Manchego cheese. It's from Spain. It's a lovely sheep's milk cheese, and it's wonderful. When you pair it with the wrong wine, it can be very bitter, and it can give you a very sour lactic feel in your mouth and taste in your mouth. So you don't want to do that. For a nice sheep's milk cheese like this, you want to pair it up with something like Tempranillo or even a more mild Merlot. That way the cheese and the wine will blend together. That tannic acid in the Tempranillo and in the Merlot work great with a sheep's milk. For a goat's milk, something totally different. Think Loire Valley, think France, think Sancerre, which is, of course, a Sauvignon Blanc. Or think about something like a light French Cabernet Franc. That is just a great pairing. Either one works beautifully with this goat cheese. Let's get into something a little harder, a little meatier. This is an aged Gouda, and it goes great with a Bordeaux blend from France. Think Meritage in the United States, or even a nice Cab Franc. These wines and these cheeses go beautifully. Now let's look at something that we can do for dessert. And a lot of people think I'm crazy when I say let's have blue cheese for dessert. Well, blue cheese is an incredible dessert. And with this wine, this is a lovely white wine that is extremely sweet. It's like nectar of the gods. It is so wonderful. It's almost like honey. And so I'm going to serve that with a little bit of honey and a little bit of toasted walnut. So let's just drizzle this blue cheese with a little honey and give it a nice toasted walnut. This is an incredible pairing with a wine like this. Now, dessert wines, they come in all shapes and sizes. You find port styles, you find this wonderful style like this. Wines that are made for desserts are sweet because they are usually late harvest grapes, so they've hung on the vine until they get a lot of sugar in them. And you can also find them dried. So sometimes you'll find these beautiful mats laying out with the grapes just drying so that you can press those dried raisinated grapes, and they are so sweet and delicious. Well, that is the case with this beautiful wine. So look at that golden color. Totally different from any other white wine that you're going to drink that's dry or even off dry. Now let's take some of those walnuts and just throw on this plate. The flavor of walnuts with this beautiful blue cheese and this honey bring out the sweetness in this wine. It's absolutely incredible. So whether you're thinking about cheeses for your first course or you're thinking about cheeses for dessert, give it a try. Try something different. Let your guests and yourself enjoy the taste of something delicious and sweet.